So let's talk about team, right? Let's talk about team. So I know people, like every job they go to, people want to talk about teams and teamwork, and I'm tired of hearing this. But there's a reason it comes back up over and over again, right? It's because being part of a team is vital to the success of any organization, right? Now, before you can be a part of a team, you have to first understand what it means to be in that team, or what the word team means specifically, right? So team, from appearance, is a very simple word, but from meaning is a very complex word, right? Now, I didn't look in the dictionary. I come up with my own definition of what team means to me, right? Which is multiple people coming together for one singular purpose, right? So your coworkers aren't necessarily always your teammates. Just because you work at a place, the people that are at your job are not always your teammates if the goals are not aligned. If we're all here and you have one goal, I have one goal, that's not a team, just because we work at the same place, right? We have to get on the same page and make sure we're working towards the same exact goals. Now, from the time that there was the first man, he was by himself. And then there was either another man, another woman, but at that point there was a team once those people got on the same page, right? Team is not old-fashioned, it's not overrated, it's not going out of style anytime soon. The reason why the idea of the team is still here millions of years later is because it works, right? There was a caveman, he was by himself, he was trying to get the saber-toothed tiger, he probably got his ass bitten, right? Until those other cavemen came around, they hunted together and then they ate well, right? They ate well. So the year was probably about 1991, right? I was 11 years old at the time. And I love basketball. Boy, I love me some basketball. Playing basketball, watching basketball. You know, me and my brother would be outside from sun up to sundown in people's driveways and their backyards. If they had dirt, I didn't care if that basketball goal was there, I was there. I had the little breakaway goal, you know, the adjustable one, so I could dunk and stuff like that because I'm short. But it made me feel good, right? So now I'm in middle school and they have their own official team. They have an official middle school team, and I'm like, I'm going to try out for that team. You know what I mean? I'm going to make that team. 3 days of tryouts, right? Drills, jump shots, what do you call it? Suicides, right? For 3 days straight. On that fourth day, they put up the roster on the wall, like on TV. You know, everybody rushes to it. They go, oh, let me get in. Let me see if my name's on there, right? I see Davis, but it wasn't this Davis. It was some other Davis, right? I didn't make that team. I didn't make that team. So I went home, you know, head hung low. My mom like, hey, baby, you make that team? Like, I don't want to talk right now. You know? I don't want to talk. She knew exactly what that meant. And like any good mom, she did, you know, what she was supposed to do, which was buy my way into a team, right? So now I'm on rec league, right? You pay $50, that's your dues, you get in. I'm playing for the Aberdeen Razorbacks. A few times a week, I'm going to practice, sweating, drills, suicides, jump shots again, right? Free throw shots. And then we get our first scrimmage. And if you don't know what a scrimmage is, it's a game that you play that doesn't really count for anything necessarily, right? So I'm like, this is my time to shine, boy. Jordan, right, because Kobe wasn't around back then. First quarter, I'm on the bench. Second quarter, I'm on that bench. Third quarter, I'm on that bench, right? Fourth quarter comes, I'm still on that bench. Buzzer sounds, I didn't get 2 seconds of playtime, right? So I come out of the gymnasium, my parents like, baby, maybe next time, it's gonna be all right. You know, they'll recognize the talents, they'll put you in the game, right? So the next game was actually against the middle school team that I was not playing for, that I did not make, right? So I'm like, boy, this is my shot, you know what I mean, to get some revenge, some payback. I get to go to school the next day after we beat them and, you know, point in their face and say, yeah, y'all should put me on this team. First quarter, I'm on the bench. Second quarter, I'm on that bench. Third quarter, I'm still on the bench, right? But just now I'm at the edge because I'm thinking maybe they're going to call me in. You know what I mean? Fourth quarter, my mom comes down and says, hey, listen here. We paid our money like everybody else. And my son better get in this damn game. You know what I mean? So a few more minutes goes by, and then it's like a minute left in the game. And then finally, it's like, Davis, so I suit up. If I had a breakaway suit, I would have ripped it off, But I was already prepared. So I get in the game, and, I'm up and down the court kind of doing my thing, and it's getting down to the last few seconds, and I get behind the three-point line, try to make myself available, right? I haven't touched this ball, Finally, somebody sees me open, they throw the ball to me, I panic, throw it up, bang, bounces off the backboard, buzzer sounds. We lost that game, matter of fact. And I had to go to school the next day, and to see those people that I wanted to gloat against, knowing that I had lost, right? And now after that, I still showed up to practice every time, still gave 120 every time. Every game, my mom still came down and said, hey, you better put his ass in this game, right? Oh, by the way, this did not have a good ending, right? This is not Disney, this is real life. This is not the Mighty Ducks, right? But even though I was wearing the same jersey as all of those people that were on that team that I went to practice with and sat on that bench with, I wasn't on that team, right? But I was on a team. I was on the team with my mama, you know what I mean? Because we were multiple people, right, working towards the same purpose and the same goal, which was to get me in the game, regardless if I had the skills that they thought was necessary to get into that game, right? Every day I went to practice, did what I had to do, and every game she came down and did what she had to do with the coach to get me in that game, right? So we're on the same team. Today was supposed to be Jersey Day. I know some of us forgot mine. I forgot my jersey. I had to stop by Walmart real quick, you know what I mean? 'Cause I wanted to wear my Kobe jersey. Jenna forgot hers. I'm just gonna throw you in there too, you know what I mean? Not just to dress down, but also for the symbolism of it, right? So you have these different teams, like the Redskins. You're wearing this Redskins shirt, right? And at some point in time,
Shut up, Pam.
they've been to a Super Bowl, right?
Same experience you had,
They lost, okay. All right. But they got there, They got to that Super Bowl. Whether it's a Super Bowl, finals, or whatever that sport has, those teams get there because those 20 or 30 plus people that are on that particular team are all working towards that same goal, right? That's where we have to get to, is all of us working towards that same goal, that same singular goal of making this the best hotel in Waldorf.